Hi, welcome back to my channel. So I'm popping on this evening to share with you a new deck of cards that arrived this afternoon. Here we have the Gods and Titans Oracle. So gods and goddesses, the masculine and feminine divine, were once honoured as two halves of a creative whole. A distorted perception of that sacred union has obscured the compassion and protective love of the masculine divine, emphasizing aggression and machoism. Which is quite ironic as the dog is barking in the background. But now author Stacey DeMarco and artist Jimmy Manton invoke the true balanced nature of the masculine with this oracle and guidebook. So embrace the genuine spirit of the masculine and discover his power. So let's pull a card for the divine masculine energy this evening with our new deck of cards. So for the divine masculine, what would like to come through this evening? Divine masculine's energy. So we have balance and abundance, Vishnu and green man. At the bottom of the deck, power, Ra. So let's find Vishnu. Rectifying imbalance in your body, mind and soul reduces suffering and pain. The middle path is the best course of action. So the shadow side of this card, trying to balance social life and study, duty and freedom, indulgence and simplicity, is almost like walking a tightrope. Vishnu invites us to be aware of our imbalances and to seek to correct them. Often the imbalances we aren't fully aware of until they give us pain, that is, are the ones we truly need to change. For example, imbalance can manifest as loss of focus, illness, weight issues, bad habits, patterns of low esteem, lack of prosperity and addiction. The divine masculine is working on balancing his energy at this time. Prosperity and growth are bursting forth. Any seeds you plant now will flourish. The shadow side of this card, the green man also signals a feeling of unstoppable exuberance. This in itself is pleasurable, but sometimes we cannot stop. It is a wild and sometimes dark energy. It is in his darker aspect, the green man is a trickster or the dark lord of all he surveys. Step into the most untamed forest or the thick bush, and we still feel a fear of all that is wild and alive. Sometimes we fear prosperity and our own growth in the same way. Sometimes we crave too much abundance, letting it take over our lives. So perhaps the divine masculine has now been, he's trying to regain balance in his life after being busy trying to create too much abundance in his life. Perhaps he's been overburdening himself with work. It's because he wants to step into his power. To flow with the energies of life. He's been making the necessary sacrifices because he wants to renew this connection here with the divine feminine. He's working on his leadership skills and following guidance, getting organized, being focused and dedicated on the things that he needs to end, the things that he needs to conquer and overcome, which has been making him feel this imbalance in his life, which is where Vishnu comes in. The Hindus believe that both good and evil exists in the world. This is a natural way of being. When harmony is disturbed, Vishnu appears to maintain balance. Vishnu, the preserver, is the middle part of the Hindu trinity, between Brahma, the creator, and Shiva, the destroyer. So far, Vishnu has been reincarnated 9 times to assist in balancing the powers of light and darkness. These incarnations or avatars include those of Rama, Krishna, and Buddha. There is a 10th reincarnation to come, when a hero called Kalki will appear riding a white horse to regain balance, the decline of humanity. Vishnu, as a supreme spirit, has many attributes, but he is known for his great Shakti energy and Bala strength. He uses these to keep order in the universe and to subdue injustice and instill harmony. In one avatar, Parashurama, he destroyed the warrior castes who were committing great injustices among the ordinary people and sages. Vishnu is always almost always depicted with blue skin, and sometimes he rides on his magnificent bird-like mount Garuda. His partner is the goddess of prosperity, Lakshmi, who sits lovingly with him, often massaging his feet. Should Vishnu grace you with his presence, know that he is reminding you to find balance in all things. Admittedly, this is hard. We live in a time where seeking balance seems to be at the top of everyone's list. But first, we must be aware of our imbalance. This is where Vishnu asks us to start with awareness. Where can you actively seek more harmony and peace? What small or large steps can you take to correct the imbalance for the good of all, including yourself? So walk through any rural area in the Glastonbury and Cornwall areas of Britain, and you might see a leafy face appearing up through the ground itself. In churches in Spain and France, his features appear carved into the columns. In Wales, his face appears carved into the trees, entwined with curling vines, the very essence of growth and fertility. The green man crosses many cultures and countries. He is perhaps one of the oldest energies, that of the glorious abundance of the earth and its plants, Lord of the woods, forests, gardens, and all that grows there. The green man has vitality and renewal flowing through his foliate body. In the Wiccan tradition, the green man is related to the horned god and is often used to represent the masculine divine. The gods, Conunus, Pan, and even Osiris, are also considered close energetic relations. There is a very strong birth, death, rebirth aspect to the green man, mimicking the natural flow of life. Should the green man unfurl in your life, know that growth is underway and is bound to bring with it prosperity in all things. The deep energies of the earth are at work to help you co-create the green that you want, whether that is health, success in school, or even wealth. The green man also fosters the feelings of enthusiasm and passion and works side by side with you as things expand, transform, and grow. Ask yourself, what is it that you wish to grow? What seeds need to be sown? Are you focused on school and academics, or is this a time you want to focus on creating beautiful art or writing? Whatever it is, the green man can help you create in abundance. So I can't even pronounce the word. There's a invocation. For some reason, I can no longer speak. There's a little kind of chant to do at the end of this green man card. For some reason, my brain is not working. That's always fine. That's fine. This is a great lively chant to do outdoors and with a group to build energy. So get a drum and pound away. I don't have a drum, but I do have a few bowls. Who wants to come and join me? Should we go and dance around a tree? So, green, green, my heart it beats. Green, green, you who are the sound of my football in the forest. Hear my prayer tonight. You who are the nectar, roots and flowers, feel my prayer tonight. You who grow straight and honest, you who seed and live and die, you who rise from the compost, speak your word tonight. Green, green, my heart it beats. Green, green, green man, come forth. Green man, run forth. Green man, meet me. Green, green. So let's read about Ra. I thought I've got the song coming through. I thought I'd give you just a little more time, because the reading and the messages and this abundance will surely grow. Baby. Okay, know that you have power, and it is real. So this card is an invitation to be your most vital self and develop your power from the inside out. Well, that's probably why all of that was coming through with that card. So maybe the Divine Masculine wants to, you know, na 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 na. He wants to get jiggy with it. Ra is the embodiment of power, creative power, solar power, power in leadership, and physical power. So powerful was Ra within the Egyptian pantheon that his identity was often combined and fused with other gods' identities. Pharaohs were often known as sons of Ra, as a reference to their omnipotence, and also considered Ra a father figure. Ra as a deity is an ancient one, but not until the 4th and 5th dynasties did his culture grow to become one of the most commanding. It was then that he inspired huge constructions, including temples, public spaces, pyramids, and tombs, most of them aligned to the cycles of the sun. Ra's worshippers created, practiced, and recorded beautiful and magical prayers, rites, and invocations of all kinds. Many still survive today. One of the most recognized solar deities of almost any culture, Ra is the personification of the sun, in particular the setting sun, as it travels beneath the underworld to resurrect itself at dawn. The ancient Egyptians knew how much their survival and that of all beings relied upon the blessings of the sun, so Ra was an integral part of their spiritual life. The mighty Ra calls us to power up and become fully alive. When we feel drained or powerless, we are not honouring our birthright. When it seems like our lives are being controlled by rules or what others ask or tell us to do, it is easy to feel powerless. True power is always a pure and good force, and we find it by looking inward. Developing practices that enables us to create our inner power. For example, meditation or spell work can help us retain a good level of energy. This means we can feel empowered even under difficult circumstances. When we don't feel like we are in control of a certain situation, we need only look inward to see that we do have true power over how we deal with and respond to situations, meaning we always have power in our own lives. Ra also calls us outside to receive the blessing of the sun. We need the sun's rays to set off vitamins. It doesn't say that. We need the sun's rays to set off essential chemical reactions in our body, such as the production of vitamin D. And without this, we can feel tired and even confused. So know that you have power and this is real. You are being invited with this card to be your most vital self and develop your power from the inside out. And that's what the Divine Masculine is working on doing as he's regaining and finding his balance within, to work on this abundance in his life, to create a more healthy flow and healthy balance for him. On the top of the deck, perfection, ecstasy, and play. So that's your little sneak peek, because that is how the Divine Masculine feels towards the Divine Feminine. There's only one perfect soul for him. Much love, everyone. Happy Saturday. Oh no, it's not Saturday yet. Happy Friday. Take care.